Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa salatu wa salamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursaleen. Muhammadur Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Tasliman kathiran kathira. Fama ba'du, my brothers and sisters. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the middle of the ayat relating to fasting, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described and mentioned the different rules of fasting and so on and so forth. In the middle of all that, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed this beautiful ayatul karima. وَإِذَا سَأَلَكَ عِبَادِي عَنِّي فَإِنِّي قَرِيبٌ أُجِيبُ دَعْوَةَ الدَّاعِ إِذَا دَعَانِ فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ. In Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number 186, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, when my slaves ask you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, about me, I am truly near to them. Say to them that Allah is near you. I respond to their prayer, to one's salah, to one's dua, when they call upon me. So let them respond with obedience to me and believe in me. Perhaps they will be guided to the right way. All the perhaps in the Quran, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning himself, la'alla, is at the level of yaqeen. Definitely it will happen. It's not an expression of uncertainty, because there is no uncertainty with respect to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now see this beautiful ayah. Allah is saying, first and foremost, Allah is saying, when my slave asks about me, I am near. Right? The slave is only asking a question. But Allah says, when he asks me, I am near. So this is the first thing to understand and try to get our mind, wrap our minds around this, to say, when the slave asks, Allah says, I am near. So be very, very conscious of this, and let us thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this, and let us, treat this with great respect and honor, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is blessing us. Allah is saying, I am near. Imagine, what is the nearness of Allah? What does it mean? The ma'iyat of Allah. That Allah is with me, Allah is near me. What does it mean? What should it mean? Right? Think about this. How beautiful, how wonderful this is, that Allah says, I am near you, just because you are asking. And then Allah said, I will let him ask me, I will give him. Right? Let him ask me, Ujibu da'wata da'i idha da'an. Let him ask me, I will give him. Allah did not put any conditions or any limitations on what you can ask. Ask whatever you want. As long as you're not asking for something haram, ask whatever you want. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I will give you. Inshallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us what we ask with khair and barakah, with afiyah, inshallah. And then Allah says, Allah puts two conditions. فَلْيَسْتَجِيبُوا لِي, let them obey me. وَلْيُؤْمِنُوا بِي, and let them have faith and iman in me. لَعَلَّهُمْ يَرْشُدُونَ, then they will be rightly guided. Notice here that obedience comes before yaqeen, because yaqeen is the result of obedience. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, do something. When you do it and you see the results of it, your faith increases. Allah says, have tawakkul, have trust in me, do not indulge in haram, I will provide you from halal sources. So when the person is having this trust, he is having trust unseen. This is the whole point of Islam, iman bil ghaib. But when he has this trust unseen, and then he sees doors opening for him where he did not expect to see a door, his faith increases. So first obedience and then iman. That does not mean you have iman later deliberately. It means that after obedience, iman will increase. And these are the two conditions: obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and iman in him, for the acceptance of dua. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyil kareem wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahim.